Once you've experienced the profound depth of a twin flame connection, there's no returning to the way things were. Often, this transformative awareness begins from the very first meeting with your twin flame. It's as though, in that moment, you instinctively sense how profoundly your life is about to change. From that point onward, everything splits into before and after. When looking back, you realize that your thoughts, emotions, and way of living had a distinct rhythm before meeting your twin flame. Then, this extraordinary connection arrives, an earthquake of emotions, energy, and love that causes a permanent shift in your life and mindset. In this video, I'll explore why twin flames often find it challenging to be truly happy with anyone else after they've met each other. Before diving into this topic, let me introduce myself. My name is Emily, and this is Soul Path, where we discuss life, love, spirituality, and the law of attraction. Today's discussion is inspired by one of your thoughtful questions. Thank you so much for asking it. It's such a meaningful topic and one that many of you will likely relate to. Have you ever tried to build a connection with someone else after meeting your twin flame? Or has your twin flame been with another person since meeting you? How did those experiences make you feel? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. One of the things I treasure most about this community we're building is the opportunity to engage with you in meaningful conversations. After recording, I'll be going through and replying to as many comments as I can, so I look forward to hearing your stories. Even if I don't reply directly, know that I read every word you share. So, why is it that twin flames struggle to find happiness with someone else? Before meeting your twin flame, all romantic connections feel fresh, new, and exciting. At the time, the deepest level of emotional intimacy you've ever experienced with someone feels profoundly meaningful. Because you have nothing deeper to compare it to. Imagine this. Your early relationships are like stepping into the ocean for the first time. The waves feel vast and thrilling because they're new. Perhaps in some soulmate connections, it's like venturing farther into the ocean on a boat. These relationships feel deeper and more profound than anything you've known before. But then there's the Marianas Trench, the deepest known point in the ocean. This represents the twin flame connection. Compared to the depth of this bond, every other relationship suddenly feels shallow. Those early moments of getting to know someone and the first touches of intimacy that once seemed profound are now met with a sense of numbness. You've already experienced the deepest connection possible with your twin flame, and you intuitively know that no other relationship can match it. This inevitable comparison, whether conscious or subconscious, is what makes other relationships feel lacking. Even soulmate connections, which can be deeply meaningful in their own right, pale in comparison to the unparalleled depth of a twin flame bond. It's as though you've waded into deeper waters with soulmates, but they're not the Marianas Trench. They're not the deepest point in your ocean. And once you've touched that depth, it's impossible to see anything else the same way again. Another reason twin flames often struggle to find happiness in other relationships is that these connections lack the unique challenges their twin flame provides. This might sound strange, especially if you've never experienced a twin flame connection. For many, the idea of being challenged in a relationship feels undesirable because the term often carries negative connotations, evoking discomfort and unease. You might think you'd prefer a comfortable relationship, one free of challenges. However, the challenges that arise within a twin flame connection are profoundly different. While it's true that these challenges can feel uncomfortable and even triggering at times, they carry limitless potential for personal growth and expansion. Your twin flame has an uncanny ability to uncover and activate parts of you that you didn't know existed, sparking profound awakening and transformation. Though their triggers may feel deeply uncomfortable, they ultimately push you toward becoming the best version of yourself. Once you experience this type of growth, the sense of expansion can become almost addictive. The highs of reaching new levels of self-awareness and personal evolution far outweigh the discomfort of being challenged. However, this growth isn't one-sided. Just as the highs can be exhilarating, the lows can feel deeply painful. Your twin flame will often unearth your darkest wounds and traumas, things you might have buried so deeply you didn't know they existed. They do this not to hurt you, but to help you heal and evolve. These low points, though painful, are essential steps in your journey toward wholeness. Sometimes, these intense moments of triggering and discomfort can lead to a desire for simplicity and ease. You might find yourself yearning for a relationship that feels safer, less challenging, and more comfortable, perhaps even considering a soulmate or karmic connection. In these moments, you may be tempted to distance yourself from your twin flame, to run from the intensity and into the arms of someone who seems to offer stability and peace. However, this sense of safety often proves fleeting. The unique growth and expansion you experienced with your twin flame create a deep inner craving for that same level of transformation. With someone else, you might feel comfortable, but comfort often gives way to boredom. Even if you convince yourself that you're content because the relationship meets a superficial checklist of qualities, there's a deeper part of you that knows something is missing. That inner knowing, though it might be buried or ignored, constantly reminds you of the limitless growth and connection that only your twin flame can bring. Many people try to convince themselves that they're happy in life, but deep down, they don't feel fulfilled, and they can't quite figure out why. The truth is, they're not experiencing the growth and expansion they naturally crave. This becomes especially clear when they've encountered their twin flame. The connection with a twin flame brings accelerated growth and transformation, and without it, life can feel stagnant. This is why people feel an irresistible pull back to their twin flame. It's not just love, it's the way their soul craves the growth that only this unique connection can provide. As human beings, what we truly desire isn't material success, financial stability, or a specific achievement. At our core, we long for continual growth and upward momentum. That's why the twin flame connection feels so magnetic. Together, twin flames create a shared energetic space that fosters limitless expansion and personal evolution. After meeting your twin flame, attempting to date someone else can feel hollow. You might convince yourself that you're happy, that the twin flame relationship was toxic, or that it's better to move on. But deep down, there's always a lingering sense of something missing. This feeling isn't limited to life after meeting your twin flame. Even before a physical encounter, many twin flames intuitively sense each other's existence. This can lead to dissatisfaction in early relationships because, on a subconscious level, they know there's a deeper connection waiting for them, a connection that goes beyond anything they've experienced. Once you meet your twin flame and validate this intuition, everything changes. It becomes impossible to feel fully content in other relationships because nothing compares to the depth, growth, and soul-level connection you've experienced. This bond awakens something within you, a realization of what your soul truly desires, even if you didn't recognize it before. If you want to work on healing your twin flame connection, it's important to understand that the healing begins within you. Your twin flame is your mirror, reflecting the growth and healing you achieve in your own inner world. By clearing negative thoughts, beliefs, and subconscious blocks, you open yourself to giving and receiving the unconditional love that defines a twin flame relationship. Unconditional love isn't something society teaches us. It's not the love we're conditioned to expect, which is often filled with limitations and conditions. Instead, it's a pure, expansive energy that can only flow freely when we clear the love blocks created by societal programming. I hope this message brings clarity and resonates with you. Whether you're the one trying to move on from a twin flame connection, or you're wondering if your twin flame can truly be happy with someone else, know that these experiences are part of the journey. If you've ever felt this way, whether before or after meeting your twin flame, feel free to share your story in the comments. Did you ever sense that there was someone out there meant just for you, even in your earliest relationships? Thank you for listening to this podcast. If my message resonated with you, please subscribe and join our community of conscious, like-minded souls here on YouTube. Wishing you a beautiful day, and I'll speak to you again in the next episode.